It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everything that you've spoken about, all the excuses you have in your head is all just nonsense. Like, you have to get, and this is a letter to myself. Welcome to video 3 or 4. I'm not sure which one it is, of just making 100 shit videos. Anyway, this shit video is about getting rid of the excuses in your head, because it doesn't matter all the ideas or whatever you have about like how things are supposed to work. Things are just supposed to work the way they have already worked or the way they are going to work. You just have to accept that reality. And that's the reason why I'm choosing to just do this anyway, because it's like there's all of these things that you can have in your head about, oh, okay, I think I should have this particular setup. I should be dressed a specific way, and I need to make sure I have this specific mic and this specific setup, and it's all just nonsense. And you're going to do it at this specific time. It doesn't really matter. It's just reality versus your thoughts in your head. And I am choosing to do this now because, at a certain point, you just get a bit fed up, because like when you reach the point where you've been consistently realizing that it all doesn't matter, like all of these factors you've put into the equation. I'm talking to people who are either very intelligent or very artistic. All of the factors you've put into the equation, all the things that need to align before the action happens, you realize they don't really matter. And at the end of the day, you will hate yourself more, either now or later, if you let enough time pass without the requisite attempts to fulfill your potential. What do I mean? If you do not actually try over a long enough period of time, you will regret your life. That's just as simple as it's going to be. And so you're better off doing the worst possible thing, but at least doing it, than not doing it at all. So tomorrow, or rather today, I actually have a run which I didn't plan for. But one thing I did plan for months before was that I needed to make sure that my brain, my mind, is being fed the requisite evidence that I am the person who I say I am. So if you believe yourself to be that intelligent, that artistic person, that polymath, that autodidact, all of these random words, whatever you believe yourself to be, it doesn't matter if when the occasion arises, you don't rise to it. If when the time comes, you just make an excuse because the situation wasn't perfect. My philosophy, creating constraint, is simple. We have things that are given to us. We have things that are set, things that are out of your control. If you've listened to Stoicism or any Stoic philosophy, you know exactly where this is going. Or at least you know the beginning of it. Because the point is that we can never ever be 100% in control of a situation. The only thing we can control is how we respond and our own actions, how we choose to perceive the world. And in that sense, because of this particular thing, we understand that to be creative in multiple ways, both artistic and entrepreneurially, and I mean that both being creative in the art sense, but also finding interesting solutions for problems, you need to accept the things which are out of your control, or pick the restrictions for yourself that you want and choose to operate within that frame and turn your prison into a playground, a place where you can exercise your agency, a place where you can become closer, get closer to the person who you say you want to be by having fun within the boundaries that they believe they've created for you, so that you get better within it and eventually break out. And that's the word for today. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Just get it done. That's my only thing to you. Get it done. You know what you believe is restricting you at this time, and you know what you think. You know what you are truly supposed to do. So just go and do it. All right, bye.